Welcome back friends, once again in this video tutorial of Anita Bioconcept. I welcome you all once again, and as in my previous video tutorial I had told that in the process of getting somatic hybrids or in the process of somatic hybridization, the various steps I had discussed, and what are those steps? Those steps are isolation of protoplast, fusion of protoplast of desired species or varieties, and after that hybrid cells are selected and cultured, followed by the regeneration of hybrid plants will be followed up, or it will be followed by the regeneration of hybrid plants. So, the first and foremost important step is the isolation of protoplast. So, in the process of somatic hybridization, how we isolate the protoplast, today I am going to discuss. So, our topic is isolation of protoplast for getting the somatic hybrids. Okay. Isolation of protoplast. How we isolate the protoplast? As I have told you that for the isolation of protoplast from the plant cells or plant tissues, what we use different types of cell wall degrading enzymes. So, because what is protoplast? Protoplast is the plant cells without cell wall. So, for the digestion, for the degradation of plant cell wall, we use some enzymes known as pectinases, or it is also known as macroenzymes, and cellulase. Okay, and we will apply the mixtures. Okay, we will apply the mixtures of enzymes. So, what type of mixtures, in what percentage generally we use the mixtures of these cell wall degrading enzymes? So, let us know about that. Cellulase. Okay. So, cellulase is used generally in about 1 to 2%. 1 to 2%. Okay. And this percentage is being considered appropriate for the cell wall degradation mechanism. And about the pectinase, it is generally preferred 1 to 1.9% of this pectinase or macroenzymes is being used. Okay, one important thing, sometimes for some tissues hemicellulase enzymes is also being used sometimes for some tissues. Okay, generally we prefer to use crude commercial preparation of these enzymes. What we prefer? We prefer crude commercial preparation. Crude commercial preparation of these enzyme mixtures or these enzymes. Now, what about the pH of enzyme mixture or enzyme solution? Generally, about the pH level, pH is adjusted between 4.7 and 8, and the temperature, what about temperature? Temperature is set in between 25 to 30 degrees centigrade or Celsius. This is about the temperature. So, pH is about 4.7 to 8 and temperature is about 25 to 30 degree centigrade. In this process, an osmoticum is also to be added, okay, or sorbitol. Osmoticum such as sorbitol. And what is the main function of osmoticum? It provides stability to the protoplast. Okay, it provides stability to the protoplast, as well as it prevents the protoplast from bursting. It prevents bursting of protoplast. Okay, and some 50 to 100 millimolar concentration, 50 to 100 millimolar concentration is also added to the osmoticum or sorbitol so as to improve the stability of plasma membrane. Improve the stability of the plasma membrane, and after it cells tissues are incubated in enzyme mixture. Okay, the cells and tissues are incubated in an enzyme mixture for about 16 to 17 hours, and as a result we get protoplast which are devoid of cell wall, and after that we get protoplast devoid of cell wall which are released in the enzyme mixture. Okay, so these are the various processes by the help of which we can isolate the protoplast. Okay, so so a small generalized view is, suppose this is the plant cell. Okay, this is the plant cell. This is the cell wall here. Okay, this is the plasma membrane. If you want to isolate the protoplast, then what we will have to do? We will have to apply 0.1 to 1.9% of pectinase enzyme is being added. Okay, so I'm sorry, here I have told that 1.9%, it should be 0.1. Its percentage should vary from 0.1 to 1.9%. Okay, not 1.9% directly, 0.1 to 1.9% of pectinase. So to isolate the protoplast, what we will do? We will apply 0.1 to 1.9% of pectinase enzyme or messer enzyme, and cellulase is being applied 1 to 2%, and 1 to 2% of cellulase enzyme is being added, and accordingly 500 to 800 millimolar concentration of sorbitol is added, and 50 to 100 millimole calcium chloride is added to sorbitol. Okay, and after that we will get the protoplast. After that we will get the protoplast. So this is the basic process to get the isolated protoplast, or isolation of protoplast is being followed up by following this technique. So in brief, I am just revising all. First of all, we can use cell wall degrading enzymes as in the form of pectinases or cellulase. Cellulase percentage will be 1 to 2%. Pectinase percentage will vary from 0.1% to 1.9%. Okay, and sometimes for some specific plant tissues, hemicellulase enzyme is being also used, and we generally prefer to use the crude commercial preparation of enzymes. pH can be in between 4.7 and 8, and temperature should be in between 25 to 30 degrees centigrade, and generally osmoticum is added to improve the stability of protoplast as well as to avoid the bursting of protoplast, and sorbitol as well as calcium chloride is also being added, and finally the isolation of protoplast takes place or achieved. So this is all about the isolation of protoplast. In my next upcoming videos, I will be discussing about the culture of protoplast, fusion of protoplast, selection of hybrid cells, and how the hybrid cells are being cultured followed by their regeneration. Thank you all.